There we go. Alright. First things first. First things first, I'm gonna go stream manager. Going to. I don't know why, like, I kind of hate, like, the fucking fat fingering it feels like, um, where it's like, I don't know if, I don't know about you guys, but, like, I just hate, like, the moments where it's like, you know, you feel like when you try to, like, type something on mobile, and, you randomly get, like, you randomly get, the feeling of, like, the fat fingering moment. Where it's like, where it's like, you know, you try and type something, and it's like you go for this one letter, and then it goes to something completely different. That's how it feels sometimes when I try to put in the word doom. Cause yeah, it's like, cause pretty much what happens is that, um, like every single time that I try and put in the word doom, it's like, you know, the first little, it's like sometimes like the first letter that, you know, sometimes kind of happens is the letter S. So it's like, you know, instead of like putting in the word doom, or maybe put in the word like, maybe put in like soom, like SOOM, or something like that. So yeah. Because the thing is, and I'm gonna, you know, I've talked about this before, but I mean, I want to mention it again, especially, you know, for new people that, you know, maybe, you know, new to the channel and everything. But there's a bit of a thing that happens as to where, no matter if you try to like, no matter if you try to like, you know, set things up beforehand, especially like with the games category, because of how like I'm just streaming directly from the console, it has this thing where it's like no matter if you try and set the game category up beforehand, it always will change it. You know, like, you know, so like for example, like, oh, I could, you know, leave it. You know, like I could, you know, leave it on Doom just like how it was last. That's how I did last time, or, you know, or something like that, or like, oh, I'm gonna, or like, oh, I played something completely different, so, you know, I, you know, set things up for my stream and everything today, and maybe like, you know, and just like for an example, like, I switched from like Elden Ring Night Rain to Doom and everything, and it's like, oh, and then it's like, okay, you know, you hit the, you know, the button, you know, that makes you go live, and then suddenly, and then suddenly it's like you get the little notification like, oh, today's stream is games plus demos, and yeah, there's no and yeah, there's no real way around it other than just like letting the thing happen and just making sure that you have the right put in the right category. Especially because of this, because of how I'm playing with the Doom plus Doom 2 port, and what have you. There's no game category for that, so its main little thing is going to games and demos. Even though that I find it kind of weird because also, um, there's a whole situation with Dark Souls 3 where it's like I think you have like we're thinking if you have like the whole Game of the Year edition or whatever it's called, where it's like have like base game and its DLCs. So you directly stream from your console, at least from the PS4 at least. Because I think PS5 is a little bit different, but like you stream directly from the PS4 and then goes right to games and demos. But anyway. But anyway, that's a different game and all that. But yeah, um, today today though we're going to be doing some more of this. So as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome to pretty much part three, and hopefully and I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the finale of of a Doom mod called Tomato Mania. So let me try and explain everything as best I can. So on the 4th of July of 2026, I decided to do a little thing for Shoot 'em Up Saturday, which is the thing that I do often on Saturdays, on certain Saturdays during my active week of streaming, where I play some Doom mods. And the one mod that I was kind of curious about trying out was this mod that's She Before You, aka Tomato Mania. And I got through a good portion of it on the first attempt. And then I think like somewhere around midnight because I had kind of went down around like 10 p.m. or so, and I kind of took a bit. I got a little bit of sleep. I got like I think about like maybe around like 2 hours or so. Um, I decided to do a little thing of like, okay, well, like I'm going to, I was like, I'm not really doing much of anything, so I was just like, maybe I might do more of this mod and see how things go. So we did a little bit of that, like late last night, and I believe this is going to be like I'm going to assume this is going to be like the third and final part because this is not like a full on like 32 level thing, because this runs on because this is running through like Doom 2 instead of like Ultimate Doom, but but yeah. So as far as what this mod and stuff is all about, um, just go on, like this. So yeah, this is the little page thing that I got the mods from. It's called Tomato Mania. It's a DBK official thing. Um, uploaded by Glenn Zeno DBK. Uh, and I believe that DBK is short for Doom Aboard Community because they are because when you see DBK, it's usually a thing where it's like like a bunch of people, like a bunch of community members from of Doom and everything like that, coming together and making like various little mods and having like certain little themes and goals and stuff like that. So yeah, and as far as like what this mod's all about per se, um, basically you are tasked with getting some tomatoes for whatever reason, and apparently you get sent, and then apparently like as you're trying to buy like find some tomatoes to buy and everything like that, reality pretty much just goes to shit and back, and you're going and you're like you're in crazy different like worlds and realities and stuff like that, and you're facing like these. I call them like tomato. I call them like tomato entity beings, or tomato based entity beings. Um, and it's like a good portion of them. It's like, oh, I'm going to um, I'll have to like face each one of these little versions of these tomato men. Which I believe I believe this whole tomato man thing is like the supposed mascot of the DBK. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong if anyone knows more about that than I. Um, and yeah, like there's been like a lot of cases where it's like you kind of have a little confrontation with one of them, and you try to like to survive and and just take them out, or just make them stop firing at you. Because the one thing I've kind of the one thing I've kind of like gathered in a way was that these is that was that these tomato men entity things, they somewhat kind of felt like they were like some sort of like new version of the Icon of Sin or something like that. But instead of like but instead of like being in like some sort of giant brain thing and them spitting out demon cubes to to unleash like like a variety like a vast majority of enemies, um, apparently it'll shoot out rockets from time to time, and then I think like if you damage it, it'll start like then it'll like, kind of like fire like some temporary plasma bolts at you until 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 you hear like little like like little like the feet sound or whatever, and then it goes away. Um, and I will say like it's one of those things where it's like I guess you say like some would say like it's like it's goofy, others say it's crazy, stuff like that, but it's one of those like like mind fuckiest type things where it's like realities all over the place, and you're fighting like and you're fighting like god damn it, you're fighting like imps that look like they were in they were in Honolulu, Hawaii. Um, you face like some trooper looking dudes and things like that. By the way, give me a sec because I have to check some stuff. So give me a sec. I'm not gonna blue screen you, but I'm just gonna mute my mic. All right, sorry about that. A peanut had a peanut thing fall on the floor, and I had to try and see if I can find it and get it, which I did. But yeah, this mod is pretty much like it's overall like it's got like a whole lot of like reality destroying worlds, coming together, just going all over the place and fighting all kinds of weird shit. But it's one of those things where it's like I kind of like it. Anyway, so we last left off on map 10, which is called City of Oblivion. Now, I believe there's like 14 levels in total, but I don't know if but I don't know if like um one of them is supposed to be like these. Is one of them like I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if like one of them might be like a secret level, but I kind of have like this weird feeling that there might not be. All right, so okay, so from what I could gather, just from like just this alone, it seems like we're on some kind of island, and we have like a pyramid here, stuff like that. Achoo! 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 Excuse me. Yeah, this is my first time overall like playing this mod, and usually what I do is like, and usually what I do for in most cases is, like I don't like I usually like try to play a mod for the first time, and it's kind of one of those little situations where it's like you get like that general like first timers reaction or feeling and stuff like that and everything. And I think like the only time I might like kind of test something as far as the mod goes is to see if like whether or not if like the saving like loading up a save fucks up the thing and fucks up something in some sort of way. Yeah, these guys. Hold on. Sorry, I was kind of like looking at I was looking at my phone because I have my stream up on my phone via the stream manager stuff, and for whatever reason, like I was like looking at I was looking at like the stream thing itself, and the thing did not the thing did not change. Like for some reason like the thing didn't change because the thing like the last image that I saw was one of the little preview images. Cause I originally done the thing where it's like I had it on like I went off of the thing so I could use my flashlight on my phone. And I go back to it and it's just like it didn't fucking change the damn it didn't change the damn scene. Cause usually what I do is like I have things on like mobile dashboard. Something like that at most. Okay, hold on. came all this way up here for fucking partial invisibility. And somewhere there's a fucking Arachnotron. There's like a fucking Arachnotron with the personality of the Wolfenstein character. Quite the spectacle, no? Okay, I'm away. I hate the I really hate the infinitely tall monsters bullshit. Magic book. I think I'm just kind of realizing in a way that I think like the magic book, quote unquote, might be like the backpack of this mod. Quit firing, please. God damn it! I'm not even pushing the fucking button. Okay, never mind. Did I just randomly come across fucking like 4 backpacks? Ow. God damn it. Again, the fucking sensitivity of this damn controller. Like I barely tapped the fucking thing and it gets me killed. So fucking annoying. There we go. I still have like one of those like slight mixed reactions where it's like I have like like this mindset of like um I find it funny that they have I find it funny that they have Chernobog, a boss that's originally known to be a thing in blood, as the Revenant replacement. Does anything happen in particular if I take this? No. I thought you were dead. Like, I thought you were dead, bitch. Okay, so I'm trying to figure this level out, man. I'm like, where the fuck do I need to go? I kind of don't want to get it. I don't know if there's extra, you know, if there's any. My word. Wait. Okay. Looks like we got something. That took us into one little random area, but that was just to kill some shit. Let's just go at each other. Okay.
Remember me?
Like, remember me, amigo.
Surrender immediately. You there, stop where you are. Remember me?
Okay.
Surrender immediately.
I need health badly. Alright. So I gotta go back up here. Across this little area. Up here. Alright, so I got a red key now. required. Damn it. Clumsy little bitch. Promised Land Hotel. Alright. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Got a Megasphere out of that. Seriously.